Would you like to learn what cryptocurrency has 100x potential? What cryptocurrency could take $1,000 invested and turn it into $100,000? Also, I am going to update you on my thoughts on one of the really promising cryptocurrencies that exist today, and can this still have 100x potential between now and the end of the bull run? If so, you've come to the right place. My name is the Suppoman, your superhero of cryptocurrency. I find you the 100x gems. If you like content like this, make sure you smash a like on this video, subscribe to be well informed. A lot of you are not subscribed, so if you subscribe, make sure that you say to me, I am new and have subscribed, and I will respond to you. These are my demographics, so tell me, are you male or female, and where are you from? And it's only me if it's got a grey border around it. The rest are scammers. Do not fall for it. And don't forget to hit the bell notification, because timing is everything. My latest 100x shout was AstroSwap. Yesterday, AstroSwap came out. This was a 1/10 of a cent at IDO. It then went to 25.5 cents, therefore making it a 255x, turning $1,000 into $255,000. And if you were on AdaPad and at the highest tier, you would have gotten that $255,000. So I love to find you the best ways to multiply your money and turn your money into a cash printer that just prints out money galore. Bitcoin has found some stability in the mid 50,000 range. This has caused a turnaround in the market completely. So we are now in a position of greed bordering on extreme greed. If we go into 75, we are in extreme greed. Now that Bitcoin has found some stability, altcoins are the assets that are rallying. There are people saying that an impending crash is coming. So let me just look at some of the metrics on Glassnode, which is where you can look at Bitcoin on-chain metrics. Now, as you can see here, when the market is bearish, you will see an increase in the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges. This is the percentage balance on exchanges. And you will see that it exceeds the price of Bitcoin. As the bull market has gained momentum, we see that the percentage on exchanges dramatically decreases over time. Now, we can see that in between April and July, there was an increase in balances on exchanges. And this is what led to some of the bleed in the market, and we had a temporary bear market. However, since that point, we've continued to go down, and unless that rises, there is absolutely no danger of a bear market anytime soon. This is showing that money is being moved away from the exchange. Okay, so as we can see again, in May, July time, there was a big horde of Bitcoin going back to exchanges. And since then, we have just seen dramatic spikes of Bitcoin being taken off exchanges. We could be seeing this bull run ending anywhere between January and April. Okay, now the biggest sign is when we go into euphoria. Now, this is a really good graph on Glassnode, which is the realized HODL ratio. And typically, when we spike into this red rectangular zone, when we spike into that, that is the point at which euphoria is nearly hit. This is what showed the Bitcoin top back in 2011, 2013, 2017, and will again. When it hits the top and hits a peak and then is on its way down, you kind of know that is it. The top of euphoria has been hit, and that's kind of the time to get off that. But the market is ultimately looking incredibly healthy right now, and altcoins in particular are looking incredibly strong. This was another cryptocurrency I brought you the other day. This is Bone. Bone was $1.30 when I brought you the video 2 days ago. It has now doubled. Shiba Inu actually doubled, but hodlers did actually take some of their profits on Shiba Inu, because that basically 4x'd in the space of a week and went up nearly 40 spaces from position 50 to position 12. There are other altcoins that you need to be paying attention to that could make you massive multipliers in this bull run. And I'm about to bring you one of those now, but before I go any further, a disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, and all cryptocurrency investments are risky. Do not buy without doing your own research, and all views and predictions expressed here are personal opinion and for educational purposes. So what is the cryptocurrency that I think has big potential this month? It is called Cryptopolis. Now today, GameZone has actually hit its all-time high of 74 cents. And the reason why is because Cryptopolis is actually going to be a GameZone exclusive. GameZone has been giving incredible staking rules for anybody staking on the platform, and you need to stake on the platform if you want to be able to have a chance of investing in any of the IGOs, the initial game offerings, and you can with 20,000 minimum, and you can have a better upgraded allocation and first come first serve with the God mode. So Cryptopolis is a Sims based NFT game. So Sims means you take charge of a character. That character typically looks like you. You will create it to look like you so that you can play as that character and other people identify you as that character when they are playing against you. So what happens is like with the Sims games that you can buy on the PlayStation and Xbox, you start off in a small apartment and upgrade. You upgrade your life. You get richer. You can afford more things. So it is a role-playing game, essentially. Now, it will have a marketplace, and this is where the NFT aspect comes in. So you will be able to buy and sell your unique NFTs on the Cryptopolis marketplace. So on Sims, you are buying items that the game is allowing you to buy, but it's not a non-fungible item because anybody else all around the world can buy the same item. On Cryptopolis, the difference is that what you buy is exclusive to you. Therefore, you can sell those NFTs on a marketplace. People can come into your apartment, they can browse and see what you've got, and they can offer for the items that you have in your apartment. So not only can you buy and sell, but you can display your NFTs. So if you buy a painting or if you buy a vase, you can display in your apartment so other people can see it live and they may want it. It will also have a social element, socialize with friends, and there is a messaging system. So if you have played Roblox, then you will be accustomed to a messaging system. And Roblox is one of the most popular online games that exists today. And so what Cryptopolis seems to do is they seem to be getting aspects of The Sims, which is one of the most popular games in the world, and aspects of Roblox, which is also one of the most popular games in the world, combining it into a crypto NFT game. So the actual in-game currency is CPO. A good thing with this is you can actually deposit and withdraw using fiat. So you don't necessarily have to go to an exchange, buy it on PancakeSwap. You can do direct transfers with fiat, and whatever money you make, you can just put into your bank instead of going to an exchange. You can buy rooms, pets, clothes, and I imagine there's going to be other downloadable content coming up. So if you look at The Sims, there's so much you can do on The Sims. You can have cats and dogs, have famous jobs. You can have exclusive areas in that kind of gaming universe and penthouse apartments and everything. So over time, I imagine that Cryptopolis could bring these elements to evolve the game. So it's not just one static game that never gets touched. This can be constantly improved on. It's a deflationary currency, which means that, again, it can have good appreciative value because demand overtakes supply. The currency also acts as a governance token, and this is what you use to buy with the marketplace. So if you're wanting to buy or sell, then CPO is the actual currency. It is a GameZone exclusive backed by Bluezilla. And as we can see, Bluezilla platforms have done so extremely well. Now, they have got a roadmap that takes us to Q1 2022. So all of the phases actually happens between now and the bull run. Now, there's going to be a 25% unlock per month. So what you will typically see with Bluezilla launch pads is that when you invest in a really hot cryptocurrency, you tend to only get 10% unlocked at first and then 15% every month after. Now, I think that because we're coming closer towards the end of the bull market, this is going to allow for a more accelerated unlock plan. So it's going to be 25% per month. So essentially, this is going to allow people to take a quarter of what they've invested. What is the size of the opportunity? So it is a 150k market cap. This is based on being a 1 cent cryptocurrency with a 15 million initial supply. Now, for this to equal MetaCoin, which is a recent BSC pad NFT game, this would be a 113x. Now, considering this is GameZone's first cryptocurrency launch, you would imagine this is going to have a really successful launch, because nobody wants a bad first launch. So I think there's going to be a lot of effort put into making this a hot launch. With the 25% unlock, however, I do think that there's going to be quite a big dump on day one. Like, as soon as the tokens are unlocked, it's quite a big dump. Whereas with something like AstroSwap, where people only got 10% of what they invested, it allowed for very minor dumps where people took profits, had no impact on the price because they only got 10% in the main. This could reduce the chance of this being a 100x, but I do think this is going to be a 50x. We have a look at Bluezilla backed projects that have been the first launch on a new platform, then the results have actually been pretty good. So the first cryptocurrency that launched on BSC pad was BSC View. This was a 2-cent cryptocurrency that went on to go to $1, therefore a 50x. Now, I would say at this point, Bluezilla had not accumulated a marketing machine that has led to cryptocurrencies exploding to 100x or more. So back then, they were much more minor. So 50x was a good first performance. Then the first one for TronPad was Cross Wallet. This was 0.0019 at IDO that went out to 18.6 cents. That was therefore 100x. Then the first one for KCC pad was NFT launch. This was 0.0015. This went out to 18 cents, therefore making 120x. And then, of course, yesterday, AdaPad exclusive was AstroSwap. AstroSwap did a 255x. The first cryptocurrencies launching on a particular launch pad tend to do very well. So I think that as a minimum, this could 50x going on previous performance. Now, I wanted to give you an update on Convergence. Now, Convergence, I've brought you many times before, is essentially a multi-asset DEX where you are going to be able to trade more than just crypto, but also late-stage IPO companies, IPOs, and pre-IDOs. So this is a project designed to give you the best returns on investment. Now, I very recently brought you an update on what Convergence were working on in the short term, and that was providing tools for Moonbeam. And now they have made it official. So yesterday they announced the Moonlit DEX, and this is going to be coming to Moonriver first of all, and then subsequently when it launches, Moonbeam ecosystem. So the Moonlit DEX is going to be the multi-chain DEX for Moonriver and Moonbeam. Not only are you going to be able to trade assets from Moonriver and from Moonbeam, but you're also going to be able to do yield farming and staking. And there is also going to be a bridging system so that cryptocurrencies can be bridged multi-chain. So this is AstroSwap for Moonriver and Moonbeam. It's going to enable for assets that are built on these ecosystems for Polkadot, for Kusama, for Ethereum to be able to trade on this DEX, which is called Moonlit. If you look at how AstroSwap performed, 255x, Convergence is taking that exact formula and applying it to another very promising ecosystem, which is Moonriver and subsequently Moonbeam. They are also going to be a launchpad for Moonbeam and Moonriver tokens moving forward. And this increases the scope for the pre-IDOs. So at the moment, we have had a pre-IDO for Lithium Finance, which launched on Polkastarter, and via Convergence's pre-IDO platform, now it is very likely you are going to be able to take part in Moonbeam and Moonriver token sales pre-IDO as well. Any cryptocurrency they launch then goes onto the Moonlit DEX. So it's got a twofold benefit. They are essentially building out Moonriver and Moonbeam. This is a huge update in my opinion. And then there is going to be Convergence and Mover. So Moonlit is going to actually operate as a separate standalone app. Convergence in the very short term is going to be used as a pair on this Moonlit DEX that will enable people, if they were to stake Conv and Mover, to get high Mover APY. So you're going to be able to generate, stake or yield farm Moonriver Plus, there is potential for Moonlit to pre-IDO on Convergence. So, how Moonlit is likely to be launched is via a pre-IDO on Convergence. So, if you want the earliest opportunity to buy Moonlit, essentially like buying AstroSwap, then what you do is you buy Convergence tokens, you stake them, and premium stakers will be able to have the best chances of buying Moonlit at pre-IDO. And over time, Moonlit is going to be integrated into Convergence under the Convergence brand, and Convergence is going to be the cross-chain DEX, and Moonlit is essentially going to act as the testnet. Okay, so Moonlit is the testnet. Moonlit is essentially the Moonriver to Moonbeam. So Convergence is the Moonbeam in this instance. Is going to be assimilating Moonlit over time. So this is going to be a powerhouse ecosystem. I personally, having looked in detail at the roadmap and clarified with the Convergence team, think that this is a fantastic update for Convergence, and this could be setting the momentum up well for the end of the bull run, particularly as Moonbeam comes out at the end of the bull run. So that is it for today's video. I'm going to be doing in my next video the results of the Three Kingdoms giveaway, the TSG Team Suppo giveaway. So make sure that you follow me across all platforms, and you follow Three Kingdoms across all platforms, and you send that proof over to Patrick along with what kingdom you would like your character from, because these character cards are insane and you are going to be able to get them without having to actually take part in an auction. You're not going to have to pay. You get them for free. So make sure that you do that. And I want to know from you, let me know in the comments, what cryptocurrency did you love the most in today's video, and what do you think has the best multiplier potential? Till next time, people, I've been Suppoman. You have been fantastic. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. It is lights out, all out.